Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done a TV review, and Dark is just one of those great shows that has really interested me in what they're doing with the storyline. And it's been 2 years since season 1, so was it really worth the wait? Well, yes and no. If you guys aren't familiar with Dark, it's essentially focused on time travel, a whole lot of mystery, and plenty of interesting characters. And when I say plenty of characters, I mean plenty. Dark has been one of those great shows that I rarely hear people talking about, so if you haven't already, make sure you guys go check it out. Keep in mind, I'm going to be spoiling a little bit from season 1, so if you haven't watched it already, go watch it and then come back to this review. This is a pretty confusing show that's gonna make you really think and forces you to focus as to not miss out on any important information. And it took me 2 watches just to piece every puzzle in season 1, and season 2 just expands on that confusion. Keep in mind, this show is in German, so if you are a bit concerned about that, there is the English voiceover, but it does sound quite terrible, so just stick to the original language and just turn on the English subtitles. So season 2 picks up right where we left off with Jonas in the future, and yes, this does mean we have yet another storyline in another timeline. And just to squeeze more juice out of our brains, there is yet another timeline in 1921 that is introduced, so we quite essentially have about 5 timelines with even more characters, even more stories, but at the end of the day, they all somehow connect to each other. If you manage to piece every puzzle in season 2 in just one watch, you deserve a medal, like seriously. There were plenty of questions and cliffhangers that were left in season 1, and yes, they did answer all of them here, but you're gonna leave season 2 with even more unresolved storylines, questions, and more mystery. Now, generally I despise when shows leave us on a huge cliffhanger, as they feel it's necessary insurance to bring in the audience for the upcoming seasons. And in season 1, I really didn't mind it, as we were just kind of scratching the surface, but in season 2, everything just quite literally explodes in terms of the spectacle, what they do with the characters, and some pretty unexpected twists. And as I went by each episode, it kind of felt like season 2 was gonna be the wrap up, but it was clear that the writers just wanted to drag this on, and for God knows how many more seasons. I don't think that's a good idea, and ultimately I'm pretty confident it's just gonna hurt the show. Keeping things simple goes a long way, and this kind of reminds me of franchises like The Hunger Games or even The Maze Runner. The foundation of both stories, or should I say the first film, was great. It was an interesting element for both films that just entertained us, but as the films progressed, it got considerably more bloated and unappealing, when in reality we all just wanted them to stick to their roots. But sadly, sequelitis, a very dangerous and contagious illness in the filmmaking industry, requires sequels to be even more bigger and bloated with content. Now, is that really a bad thing? No, not at all if you actually execute them right, just like Aliens or Terminator 2. Dark season 2 was considerably bigger in terms of the performances, intrigue, storylines, and I'm glad to say that they did execute them well enough. It kept me invested. I binged the entire show, but at the end of it, I wasn't quite satisfied. It really should have wrapped up in season 2, but with that cliffhanger ending, we all know we're getting season 3, who knows, maybe next year or in 2 years time, but the storyline has kept me interested, so yeah, I'm down with the season 3. So with all that being said, I'm going to give Dark season 2 an A. I think if they had wrapped up the story here, I might have given it a perfect grade, but at the same time, it is also quite understandable as to why they're going into season 3, because there are way too many storylines to wrap up in just 8 episodes, unless they did like a 15 episode thing. But Netflix, I think the max is like 10 episodes. But yeah, season 1 had 10 episodes, this season had 8 episodes, which kind of surprised me, as I was expecting 10. But yeah, that was Dark season 2. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you guys haven't checked out the show, make sure you go watch it. It's definitely worth your time. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.